Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. I'm a little late, but I am here for Build a Page for the month of July. Very, very excited about this round because we all picked a pin from Pinterest to help celebrate Crystal from Pineapple Papers Off the Board series that runs all month of July. So we each picked a pin, which means there's 6 pins, and I'm going to be doing 6 page kits because I wanted to include mine as well. And I hope that they're popping up at once so you can see them. Those are them. We'll go into a little bit more in depth with them. But the one thing I really wanted to focus in on this month was seeing if I could get through. I have this lovely, it was in a bag, and it's just my scrap papers or just things that are in here. And I wanted to try and see if I could get any of them used up. The first thing I actually saw were these Maggie Holmes carousel. Oh, what was this? This wasn't carousel. What was this? That beach themed one. But it actually made me think of my pin, which was of ice cream. And not the ice cream part of it, but just the idea of the different pops of colors staged in different areas. So I'm going to pull this paper right away. And then I know that these I think go with them, but I'm not sure. I might pull this one to go with it as well. I am drawn to this little strip here. I'm not sure if I can make it work with anything, but I'm drawn to that, so I'm going to pull that one too. And I'm just going to go ahead and see what I can come up with. I think this was originally meant to be a page somehow. Doesn't really fit. This all looks really good together though. That one fits with the idea of the popsicles, the freezy pops that Jen picked. Okay, so that's an option. I might keep those. I kind of like that. And let's see. So this, like I said, this is just this really lovely collection. This piece of vellum is very old. It is from the Oh Darling collection. I mean, how old is that? And I know, those are trying to come say hi. I do feel like this could work with Moira's of the beautiful tunnel from the garden thing she had. And I feel like maybe those greens are going to match because they're both Maggie Holmes. So we'll pull those to the side. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. That is beautiful. Do you see anything else that's screaming at me to work? This one makes me think of, here we go. How about this piece with the rainbow one? That definitely gives off those right vibes. So I'll pull that as well. Look at all this beautiful paper that has just been hanging out in my stash, not being touched because I haven't seen it in a while. Do you guys do this? How do you guys store your scraps? Is it like this so that you don't see it and then you kind of forget about it? Or are you more organized than me? I've never really come up with a great way to figure out how to make it work. Okay. I think we have a few starting off places. So I think we'll start with those. I'm going to try and collect my thoughts, I think, so you don't watch me flip through every single piece of paper because I'm thinking that will drive you all crazy. So we'll stop right here. I'll try and get my thoughts together, see what I've got, and then we'll build each one individually. And I'll look through quickly to see if I can do anything to match up all of them. And we'll have a much closer look at the pins so you can see where the inspiration is coming from. All right, so again, my desk is a hot mess right now, but I want to show you where I'm at, and we're gonna then go through them separately. As I was building these page kits, I got both my deliveries for my Shannon Etsy goodies. I'm on that design team, and the Speakle Mom scrap sequins as well. So I'm on both those design teams. So we're definitely going to try and get a bit of those in there. And so we're going to start with just separating some things. I've got some fun little wood veneer pieces that I thought I'm going to put with the one with the color swatches, along with these fun little acrylic pieces. Shannon's now doing acrylic stuff that you have to check out because it's amazing. So I'll have the link to both shops in the description box below. So I've grabbed those. These are from my stash, and it's Winter Kisses and In Depth. I'm not sure if they're still in the shop, but I've got them, and we're going to do that with the peacock one. I then grabbed some more. I've purchased these before, I used them all up, so I needed to get some more. And then again, some more acrylic pieces. And I grabbed two of the newer sequence mixes, which is Girls Weekend and Dream World. I think it says, or Dream, I can't see it. Dream Weaver. And they both kind of mix in with this floral, so I grabbed those. For the rainbow one, I of course grabbed the rainbow bits. Caribbean Cruise from Speakle Mom Scraps. Shannon also has sequins, so they kind of go together, so I put those together. For Moira's pin, I just grabbed the World Atlas and the Forget Me Not. Please just give me a second. And finally, for my pin, I just grabbed the fun little wood buttons there, and then just some words that I know make phrases. I just have to look them up. So that is what I've added. We're now going to go pin by pin and see what photos and extra stuff we can get added. All right, so we're going to start off with Sheila's pin, and Sheila picked this lovely swatch of colors. I was really drawn in by the colors, and so that is what we're focusing in on. That's how I found this piece of scrap from Pink Fresh Studio. It's called Escape the Ordinary. Obviously a bit older because all of these were from my scraps. What I liked about it is that it has the colors in from the swatch on this particular sheet of pattern paper. So it is the only piece of pattern paper I have picked, and we'll see if I need to grab more. I'm sure I will, but that's what I'm starting off with. On my desk, I actually have this little swatch 3x4 card that it's not quite a match, but I feel like I'm going to pull that in too. And again, we have these cute little wood veneer words and some acrylic pieces that I will pull from as well. I feel like they're probably a little brighter, but there are these little blue hearts. I don't know how well you can see them, but there's these little blue hearts that I think are going to be the right match. So I have to find a photo. I'm thinking I probably don't want to do my anniversary with this one. So let's see. That may be too bright. Those are probably too bright. Ooh, what about Baby Bear and his stuffy? That kind of has the right vibe going on, right? I think we could make that work. Yeah, I think this is going to be the right photo choice, so that's exciting. Okay, so that will take care of that to start with for the photo. I probably need to go back into my scraps and find some matching color bits to go with the swatch. And hopefully that pin is up there. So I'm hoping I can go back and do that. Should I do it now? Let's do it now and get it all done. Okay, I didn't find much, but I'm okay with that. I found this little square, and this is Pink Fresh. I can just tell. I actually think it probably belongs with this collection, so that's awesome. That'll go in. Probably the blue, right? So I don't know. But I also found this little bit. I'm not sure if it's the same. Looks a little bit off maybe, but it'll work, and I actually really like this part, so I might trim it down and use that as a piece somehow. All right, so that takes care of our first pin. Again, this one was chosen by Sheila, and I think it'll be fun. We'll see if I decide to go with a sketch or what I'm going to do to help me decide how to create the layout. I'm still working my way through the rest of 30 Days of Sketches Series 12. I had to stop at about day 17, I think. So if I can make it work with one of those, I definitely will. Okay, next up we have the rainbow pin. Now this was chosen by the lovely Shannon from She's Crafty, and I loved, it's just a rainbow and it's just a beautiful pin. So I found this piece of pattern paper. I'm not really sure where it's from. It looks to be a bit older. It's got that kind of creaminess to it, but it definitely has all the rainbow colors. And I'm pairing it with the Paige Evans piece right here. This came from one of her collection paper pads. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then of course we grabbed in the rainbows, acrylic piece and wood veneer pieces from Shannon, along with her collection of sequins, and then the Caribbean Cruise from Spiegel Mom's Scraps. So we will see what ends up working. This blue matches the blue in here, I think, a little bit better, but we will see. I kind of already looked at photos because I have to be pretty specific with this one, I think. My first choice is this super cute photo of Nora. This is from her birthday, not this year, but last year. And I just thought, you know, ponies and rainbows, like, it doesn't really get much better than that. However, I also have this really cool one that is of my kids and Sean in front of our local zoo. Has like a Mesozoic adventure that they can go through, and you get to see all the dinosaurs and it roars and all that fun stuff. But the color tones kind of match, so I'm gonna put them both in and we'll see what happens. I'm not sure I'm gonna be grabbing more paper. I don't know exactly how I want to do this one. My assumption is I'm probably gonna do some fussy cutting of the scallops or something. I don't really know. We'll get it figured out. But if I need to draw again from anything, I'll just go into my stash and pull some colors out. So that's my plan with that one. So this is a really easy one. I'm not gonna grab anything more than that's already here. I think we've got plenty to start off with as a great base. And I feel like it's gonna match really well with the beautiful pin that Shannon picked. All right, next up we have the pin from Moira. Now this is the one of that beautiful tunnel in a garden, and it goes from green to that reddy orangey color. And I just have scraps here, right? So I have from Spiegel Mom's Scraps, World Atlas, and Forget Me Not. We will see how we get those in there. I've got some Maggie Holmes scraps, which all started with this vellum piece. But within that, I found a little bit of orange and yellow, some more greens. I did see this piece. I'm not sure that it necessarily matches. However, when I look at this piece of pattern paper, it actually makes me think of Moira more than maybe the pin, but that's okay. We've got that. I did kind of grab this one too. We can play off of one or the other, or use this kind of color. This lovely larger piece of green, and then this piece, which is gonna, I don't know if we'll make it work, but it has all the colors in it. All right, so yeah, so I've got this too that kind of has all the colors I could draw into if I wanted to use it. So those are what I have for scraps. I think that's plenty. I've got this also just plain piece of vellum, and now we just have to find a photo, and we will have to pull in more embellishments, but I don't know my photo yet, so I hadn't done that part. Let's see. I kind of would like to go with the outdoor kind of theme if possible. Let's see what we have here. I know I have in my collection, I need to print my photos as part of my problem. I have like this whole year to print, and half of last year I've only printed a few here and there. So I do need to print photos. I start to look at these and I'm like, I've already seen these. So I should probably do that. That's not the right vibe. I probably won't do vacation. That's not going to be the right vibe. So I'm going to pull these out actually, so that they're not looked at again and out of the way. know I have something. Those are also from vacation. I got like, well, I've got that. Both those are also vacation. I take a lot of photos on vacation. But yeah, I have like this really cool garden thing that we went to. So that could be fun to do. I don't know that I want to go fall. I do have that. Or the dinosaur one. I think it was the dinosaur one I was thinking of. To be honest with you, I feel like because of the colors and everything, I probably can make it that work. Okay, I'll be there in 1 second. So I'm gonna leave these options and this one, and we'll see what we're gonna do. So we'll probably pull in some leaves and some other greenery. Maybe I'll do a cut file. We'll see. I need to figure out the design of this one first, so I might leave this one alone as well. But at least you've seen the pin and where I kind of am going with the idea. I don't think I've got a cut file that really is gonna offhand that I can grab, or I would grab a cut file because I feel like this one's probably gonna need a cut file to work with. We'll see where we go with it, but that we go with Moira's pin. Okay, we are on to, oops, I grabbed an extra thing here. We are on to Kristen's pin, and she had that beautiful pin of a peacock. I actually have a photo of a peacock I could use, but what I think I'm gonna do and what I think I'm taking from it is the idea of this kind of made me think of it. So I'm gonna probably do layers of blues because that's what you see in the pin. I'm probably going to do a water theme layout. I think I have one I want to print, but in place of that, I'm just going to pick a water themed photo here. I'll just use that one. But I have a photo I think I have in mind for this. I'll put it up so you can see it. It's of Mr. Bear Bear, and I think it'll work really well with my idea. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to grab a cut file. Probably gonna need some mixed media, which I wouldn't bring into my kit because obviously I don't want to get it messed up. But yeah, I think we're just gonna play with the idea of having all these different bits of blues in here. And I did try to grab, you know, a few different shades. So some darker, some brighter, some, you know, I tried not to get too green. That's about as green as it's gotten. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. This one I'm really hoping will be fun. And then the blues, of course, kind of match this one, which I'm hoping will bring a nice bright pop of color to it, because obviously I'm documenting a little boy. So we want fun, bright colors in there, and the photos are bright. So that's my plan for this one. All right, so we moved on to my pin, which is of the ice creams. I am going to need a piece of cardstock with this one, so I'll pull that. My kind of idea here, when I picked this pin, I had imagined grabbing photos of my kids on vacation, you know, having ice cream, but I never actually did that. I grabbed one of them having one in front of a moose. However, I don't think it's going to fit this vibe. So instead, we're just going to take the idea of having little bits throughout a piece of white. That's why I grabbed these. And photo-wise, I'm not sure what we have here. Let's see, probably not Christmas. I might have to dig in and see if I have something else. I'm not sure that Sean would appreciate me using a bunch of pink on him, but it could work. But yeah, it might be one of those ones where I create it and then wait for a photo. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, where you actually make a layout without the photo in mind or present, like you kind of don't have one, and then eventually the perfect one kind of comes up. So that's something I could possibly do. Got a few birthdays of poor Sean to scrap here. I'm a little behind. It's not going to be the right. Got a bunch of bear here, but not a bunch of Nora with cake. I'm not sure I wanted to do. I didn't mean to go a birthday route here, but this photo does kind of work. I don't think Sean's going to care too much. feel like I can make that work. So I'll have to pull in some birthday themed stuff as well. Do I have any birthday themed stuff is the question. We'll have to see. I do have like my collection of food and birthday stuff. I don't know if it's got anything like remember that day. It has a hooray. Cake. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything like major, but I can keep going, looking through and seeing if we can find anything that may work. I need to do another random embellishment thing with all of these because I have a lot of them. But I think that'll work. So we will do a birthday themed for Mr. Sean there, and I don't think he's going to care that it's pink. I think I care more than he cares, but I think the colors work. I think we can do that. I'm not sure that any of these words are going to work, but I think the buttons will be cute, like in the middle of them. So let's go with that. We'll probably do another mixed media. I'll probably fussy cut these out, lay them out, and then like color match or something, little swatches of color in mixed media will probably be my plan for that. So that was my pin. And then the last one, of course, is the one from Jen, who is Kay's mom. And she did the one of the, what are those called? Those freezy pop things. And this happened to be, and I obviously had picked this to go for something. So I originally picked out this collection and these papers because of this side, thinking, you know, it looks like those freezy pops. However, the pink on it, this is a Dear Lizzie paper, really matches this one from Simple Stories. So I probably am going to be more gravitating towards this color. But these colors are in the freezy pops, so we're just going to go with that. And then this was next to it, and I do think it matches. It's got a nice match color tone to it. So that's what we're going to go with paper. We do have these fun little leaves that could also go into that other layout I picked with the dinosaurs of Jackson. Of course, the acrylic pieces, and then the two sequin mixes, which we can use. And the photos I'm going to use are actually from Canada Day from last year. I just think it's got all the nice, lovely, bright colors. I think it will work. We will find a way. Probably use this as like a, I don't know, maybe a mat. Maybe we can use this side somehow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I do think it matches though. I think we're gonna be happy with those results. And again, I will try to find a sketch from 30 Days of Sketches Series 12 to match with this, to put it all together. And we'll have some fun. So you guys, there you go. Those are my 6-page kits for the month with Build a Page. I will say, I'm just going to grab the rest of them here and put them in a nice little pile. I will say chances are I probably am not going to actually get these done this month. I'm going to try. They're not going to be done. Like, you're not going to see a video up tomorrow of them or anything. But I definitely wanted to get them, the pages built, because this was such a fun way to tie in Build a Page with Off the Board. And I really love to support my scrappy friends as much as I possibly can. And so this is my way of being able to do that this month. I will try to get some layouts up. I hope to have at least one up by the end of the week, early next week. But we will see how that all goes. Thank you so much for watching. Moira, Kristen, Shannon, Jen, Sheila over on Instagram. We are all trying to get these up. They're all going to be a little sporadic. We definitely didn't get them up that third Sunday of the month. That plan didn't work for all of us, but we are trying this month. Summer is hard. All right. Thank you. I will see you all again soon. Bye, everyone.